implementer. We are from Etheria Gaia Energy and would like to present our design to realize 2,000 houses. They may not be environmentally friendly, but are affordable and can help solve local environment issues.
On this slide, you can see our vision. In short, the core of our vision is to create affordable, safe, and livable housing for the future, while remaining committed to environmental sustainability through an innovative approach. We strive to convert waste into renewable energy, which can be utilized as a source of electricity at a lower cost. Thus, the core of our vision is to create sustainable, eco-friendly housing solutions that also provide direct economic benefit to the community. Our mission is centered on developing housing that incorporates waste management system and renewable energy. We manage organic waste and the wastewater to generate energy while reducing environmental pollution. We provide affordable access to electricity by utilizing alternative energy sources such as biogas and solar power. We bring all of this to life in the form of affordable, decent, safe, and sustainable housing for the community. Next, I will explain the main issue and key points. First, high energy demand. Second, uncontrolled organic and wastewater. Third, water contamination. Fourth, high electricity bills. And fifth, a lack of affordable housing with good amenities. And the next one is area. The location in Ajung Jember Regency is Java, and as we can see in the image on the left, the yellow zone indicates available land, and the soil type is wet, as active rice field, and hard ground approximate 9 meters until 15 meters. Next are the facilities located near residential areas. First is infrastructure and transportation, unique in Ajung, followed by Noto Hadi Nogoro Airport, the public transportation, and the last Jember Station. Next, there is a sport facility called Jember Sport Garden. The nearest healthcare facilities are first, Dr. Subandi Hospital in Jember, second, Siloam Hospital in Jember, and third, Ajung Clinic.
The nearest educational institution includes Jember University as well as elementary, middle, and high schools and vocational high schools within the sub-district, the top school in the city of Jember.
For daily necessities and the nearest food market, there's the Lipu Plaza Jember, Transmart, and the mall. Then there's Tanjung Market, Ajung Mini Market, and the local stores, as well as the Tanjung Manufacturing Industrial Park.
Next is grid and internet, electricity and fiber internet.
Next, at the police station, we have the police station, the military sub-district command, and the sub-district office. The next fire station is the Ambipuji Fire and Research Station. And so, these are the location of the facilities closest to our community. Here is a layout of the community we designed. As you can see in the bottom left image, the blue area is the wastewater treatment plant. The dark green area is the biogas facility. The dark blue area is the grey water system. The dark green pipes are part of the biogas system. The yellow area is the road, and the red area is the power plant. Next, the problem in the current of surrounding area. Badagun River water quality. Based on available water quality data from the Badagun River, there is evidence of serious pollution. The BOD level was recorded 5.95 mg per liter, exceeding the class 2 threshold 3 mg per liter, and high TSS and COD levels indicate physical and chemical pollution. Additionally, harmful bacteria such as E. coli 98%, Aerous 96%, and Salmonella were detected, indicating a very high risk to public health. This pollution stems from activities in the surrounding area and is of critical concern because this river serves as the raw water source for the municipal water utility. Consequently, this situation not only impacts the environment but also has the potential to compromise the quality of the clean water used by the community. Next, regarding organic waste management, approximately 58% of household waste in Ajung is organic waste. However, waste treatment facilities such as TPS3R are not yet available. As a result, such of this organic waste is disposed of directly into rivers, leading increased POD levels, discrete dissolved oxygen, and even fish mortality. On the other hand, approximately 90% of plastic waste in the form of microplastic also contaminates the food chain in water bodies and has long-term impact on the ecosystem. In fact, this organic waste has great potential to be utilized as biogas, which not only serves as a waste management solution but also as a source of renewable energy. Next, potential for organic waste management for biogas. In terms of potential, converting organic waste into biogas is highly feasible. A single residential area with 100 until 200 households can generate approximately 1,700 until 3,400 kilograms of organic waste per month. When collected from multiple areas, this volume becomes a significant source of raw material. With a centralized management system and utilizing for electricity generation, this solution can provide sustainable benefits for the community. In addition, the Bedagu watershed is also at high risk of seasonal flooding. In December 2025, flooding occurred at more than 20 locations due to land use change. Sedimentation and suboptimal drainage system, a lack of coordination in management from upstream to downstream, further exacerbated this situation, particularly in Anjung Subdistrict. As the central area of the watershed, the risk of flooding is even higher because it lacks a well-planned drainage system and adequate infiltration wells. In addition, the lack of communal wastewater treatment facility is also a significant problem, as the industrial and agricultural areas in Anjung expand, domestic and industrial wastewater continues in increase without adequate treatment. Waste such as pesticides and latex enters irrigation channel and flows into rivers, further degrading water quality. Consequently, without centralized treatment, all waste flows directly into the Bedagu rivers, exacerbating pollution levels. Next, from a health and sanitation perspective, using contaminated river water for daily activities such as washing and irrigation can increase the risk of infection disease.
Average energy usage, the electricity requirement per person is 1,300 kilowatt per hour per year, which means each person consumes 3.5 kilowatt per hour per day. We're using the benchmark from Compass ID, so the electricity usage for a household of 4 people is about 10 to 15 kilowatt per hour per day. For Blackwater, we will use biogas plant. We will use Blackwater from 8,000 people, which can produce 400 cubic meter of waste per day, and collect all the organic waste from residents, estimate at 3 to 5 tons per day. Additionally, we will work with the government to help collect animal waste from nearby farm, waste from the surrounding community, and from traditional markets. We will also collect harvest waste from rice fields, which occurs about 2 to 3 times per year. This can resolve problems such as water sanitation, soil contamination because animal manure, high electricity costs, and high waste volume. For greywater, we will use wastewater treatment plant using greywater from 8,000 people, estimate at 600 cubic meter per day, and capable of producing clean water with low biochemical oxygen demand after filtration. This can resolve issues of water sanitation and environmental pollution. Rainwater harvesting. We don't want to waste rainwater that fall from the roof. So we want to utilize rainwater harvesting, which can produce 700 liters per day per building during rainfall, and can cut costs by 10 to 20% and reduce flooding. Solar panels are the most suitable alternative energy in this tropical country, capable of generating 400 kilowatt per hour and 20 kilowatt per hour per building, with total annual production reaching around 148,000 kilowatt per hour per year. We use monocrystalline panel of 5 kilowatt peak per building and install a battery pack for every 20 houses with capacity of 100 kilowatt peak. Solar panels can resolve the following issues: higher electricity costs, reducing emission, and mitigating outage. Smart grid. Since we are using alternative energy sources whose output may not always be consistent, we anticipate energy waste by using a smart grid system. By monitoring electricity usage habits in each unit using meter installed in every building, data will be sent to the powerhouse to distribute power according to each load requirement. Electricity flow. We set up the flow as efficiently as possible to produce electricity that is affordable, reliable, and usable. For the amenities, we have concrete road light, biogas, electricity cable, drainage, and wastewater treatment plant. This is our building layout, and for the building themselves, we have one parking ground, 3 unit floor, and 4 unit per floor, one rooftop, and one unit contain 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms, 1 main room, 1 balcony, and 1 kitchen, and have stairway and hallway. And then we have building size is around 70 meters times 15 meters times 16 meters. And for the land, we have 28 meters times 17 meters. And for the material, we have AAC brick or lightweight brick, and we have 20,000 volt ampere, and per unit is 1,300 volt ampere times 12 units. And we have a base is tie beam using size 30 centimeters times 50 centimeters. And for the pile, we have 25 centimeters times 25 centimeters using a pile cap. And for the design, the main building measures around 11 meters times 17 meters without stairs, with unit size of 30 meters squares, and per unit size is 5 meters times 6 meters net, approximately 23.3 meters square gross. For the hallway and stairs are designed semi-outdoor, which help reduce costs, but on the other hand, it also allows for better airflow throughout the building. We plan to orient the rooms to face south and north to avoid direct exposure to the hot morning or afternoon sunlight in the resident's bedroom. We designed the airflow within the units using a cross ventilation seam to avoid the air trap inside. We use 15 cm times 30 cm fan above every door. Install windows in every room and benefit from a balcony door that can be opened for a better air circulation. We use suspend beam since we are building on the wet rice floodland, and to minimize the load on the soft soil, we use suspend beams at a distance of 5 cm to 100 cm from the pile cap that has already been buried. This offers advantage of avoiding flooding and provides a better drainage path. As I mentioned before, we use suspend beams for the long 50 to 170 meters tentative from the ground and from the pile cap has been buried. And we using primary column 30 centimeters times 30 centimeters and using ring block 20 centimeters times 50 centimeters and piling around 9 to 15 meters deep for looking hard ground. This range because of the wetland or the rice fields.
So let's see about our KPR system. So in our community, we use a mortgage system with a flat interest rate. A flat rate mortgage means the interest on the home loan is calculated based on the initial principal amounts, resulting in equal and fixed principal and interest payments every month until the end of the loan term. And then about subsidy system. We apply subsidies to home installment payments in accordance with our country's regulations, with a maximum installment period of 20 years. The original price of 250 millions becomes approximately 390 millions. And then we are also collaborating with the government to support our community, with the government providing subsidies for home purchase through mortgages as a form of assistance for low-income people, enabling them to own homes with more affordable installment. For the long term, it ranges from 15 to 20 years. In our region, East Java, the maximum selling price per unit is 284 million. We set the selling price per unit at 280 millions with a flat interest rate of 5% per year. For the term, we offer option of 15 to 20 years. The total cost for 15 years is 490 million rupiah, and for 20 years it is 560 million rupiah, with monthly installment of around 2,700,000 rupiah and about 2,300,000 rupiah respectively. Financial model, biogas plant and wastewater treatment plant construction. The first, partnership with CSR, second, partnership with government, third, investor, and then self-funded from selling. Next, residential construction. The first, investor, and second, self-funded. And then about benchmarking. The advantage of our community compared to other communities in the Jember area is that our community uses solar panels in the daily life. We also use biogas energy to process waste, which is very beneficial for the environment around our community. This aligns with our vision, which is to protect and improve to environment through innovation in transforming waste into renewable energy. As a result, members of our community can access of all of this at an affordable price.
For the timeline, first year, carry out construction planning and handle permits as well as land surveys. Build the fundamental infrastructure, roads, pipes, drainage, waste, pipeline, roads. Second year, build the wastewater treatment plant and biogas plant. Third year, build 30 to 50% of the residents and a powerhouse for every 20 houses, including solar panel on every completed building and connected the basic structure for the biogas and wastewater treatment plant. Fourth year, continue with the remaining houses with the same specification as those in the third year. Start promoting and selling the buildings that have been constructed. Fifth year, inspect every houses that has been built, system, construction, facilities, electricity. Evaluate everything, start providing subsidies for each houses and collaborate with the local government.